So it looks like you get a shot at starting at tackle. Talk about your emotions of getting that opportunity.
You know, I'm coming out here working every single day to my best of my ability, even when Cole was here and everything. You know, I was trying to do my best to get that starting position. But right now we're rotating 3 guys in for the end of fall camp, and that decision for the starter will be made after fall camp ends.
Are you saying it's my job? I want it. I'm going to earn it?
100%. I'm going to do everything in my power to get that job.
Landon, how happy are you that you played last year now, as opposed to if you had been a redshirt, you wouldn't have had any experience at this point?
Extremely happy because, you know, that experience go down on the field of my true freshman year is invaluable. And, you know, it's a big difference between coming off a redshirt season and just developing your body and not being able to get that actual game time experience and seeing the looks and seeing the action and the guys you're going to go against. Being able to actually see that, it sort of prepares me more. It gets that shell shock out of my system, so that I can go out there and really focus on just executing offense.
And I mean, you were competing with him for the job, but how tough was it though to see him have an injury like that where he's going to miss his senior season?
Yeah, it's really rough, and especially with such a big part of our offense. You know, Cole's been here for 5 years, and or this is his 5th year, and having somebody go down on the on your team period is hard. But especially, you know, someone that took me under his wing and taught me everything he knows, and sort of, you know, kept me as a little brother there as we were competing for, you know, everything. That's really hard to see.
You talked about that shell shock. What was it like when you had to go in against Florida when Cole went down that first time?
You know, that's like I sort of joke around, and just like people say, it's like I was getting dipped in gas and then thrown into the fire, and that's pretty much what it is. And that, as you've seen from the game, I got in there and it was a little rough at first. You know, I had to get my wits about me, but I felt like after I, you know, sort of got the experience and got to see everything, I sort of calmed down, settled down, got into my spot. But it's really hard to get thrown into a scene just like that, especially after the first game, didn't get any snaps. I sat on the side and then get thrown right in. It's really a big wake-up moment.
How much has it helped? I mean, it seems like a lot of the guys can play different positions on the line. I mean, you guys came in with really good depth, but how much does it help that you got some versatile guys on the line?
It helps a lot because, like you said, you never know, just like in Cole's instance, you never know when the next man up is going to have to happen. So when you have people that can play multiple positions, you have a lot more people that are able to fill in spots that you need. But also just like last year we did the platoon system and switch, you know, if someone needs a breather or a break, or someone has a minor injury where they can come back in, you can always throw somebody in there and know that they are versatile and they can go in one more spot.
Does your mentality change at all now that you're going to be the guy, or it looks like you're going to be the guy?
Not at all. You know, I'm still coming out here every day and just doing the best that I can, and really working on honing my craft. Now, of course, it does leave, you know, a little gap in our line, and it has a spot that's free for the taking right now. And you know, I just have to go out here and outwork the rest of the guys and prove that I'm the one that should be there.
Thanks, Landon. Appreciate it, man.
What did Cole mean to the team, kind of just in general?
You know, Cole was a powerhouse of the team, and a powerhouse of the line, definitely. He was a leader, and they've said in many media appearances that he was a constant mauler. He's a very consistent guy throughout every single game, and you can't take that away from him. And he's a solid player. He's a very good role model for me to be able to learn underneath of and stuff. But being able to losing him during his last season especially, that's really hard considering he was such a big role.
Is there a guy that you've taken under your wing the way that he did you last season?
I feel like I had new Austin Dotson come in. You know, we're a little me and him have more backwoods homes, and we sort of mingle together and have a lot of the same interests, and being able to sort of have someone that I can teach some of my stuff. Also, Nasir Watkins, you know, somebody that is a little more not filled out in the body, but has very good athletic. He's a very good athlete, and being able to sort of take him and teach him what I've done in my first year. But both of them I've been able to hone in on just because they both play tackle.
Landon, Eddie said Nasir sort of reminds him a little bit of you last year. Do you see that?
I do, definitely. And a very athletic guy, you know, and when I came in, my body wasn't really, I would say, ready for SEC ball. You know, during this last summer and spring and winter and everything, I really got to, you know, build up my body to where I look more like an offensive tackle in the SEC. But it's same with him. He's very athletic, very open to coaching, a very just awesome football player, awesome guy off the field as well. And being able to, you know, just sort of teach him what I know, I see that he is coachable and that he does resemble a lot from what I think I looked like my freshman year.
Now that you seem likely to be the starting left tackle, are the quarterbacks nicer to you?
No, they're always nice. They're Steven and Drew and all those guys. They're very genuine guys, and what you get on the field is what you get off the field. And you know, they've always treated the O-line with the most respect that they can.
I see you wearing your old wrestling T-shirt. How big is that for an offensive lineman, the tackle in particular, to do that in sport in high school? I've always found those guys have really good feet and better hands from sort of that hand-to-hand combat.
Yes, sir. I think that's a huge part, and I don't think I would have been the football player that I am unless I did wrestle. And that was a huge part of my high school career, and not only just high school, but a lot of those things translate to the football field. Like you said, the handwork and the footwork and just being able to be out there one-on-one, like most left tackles get in situations where they are, that helps a lot because it's just you and that other guy. And being able to work angles and leverage and all that stuff from wrestling, it translates a lot to the football field as well.
Did they like that? Did Schlarman like that about you? Does he like linemen that wrestle?
Yes, sir. He definitely did. And, you know, I've always told everybody, especially going back to high schools and talking to high school guys, I'm saying if you can get in it, do your best to get in it because it transforms you into a whole nother person. It pushes you past what you know you can go. It moves you to different levels and everything, and just teaches you so much about not only just being a man and growing up, but it teaches you life lessons, but it teaches you different things that you can relate to other sports, just like wrestling helped me out in track and football.